Ms. Jones, are you sure you're well enough to be here?
I'm exactly where I need to be. We were married, me and Jeff. He was a real charmer at first. And then he changed. He controlled everything. He controlled me. Who I saw, nobody. Where I went. Wouldn't give me any money. He forced himself on me and gave me infections. Because he was off with prostitutes every weekend. And when I tried to walk out on him, he hit me. Well, that was the final straw. In the end, I did get away. But I had to leave my baby, Timothy. I tried to get him back, but Jeff said if I came anywhere near them, he'd kill Timothy. He'd kill our baby. I was so scared. This is why it was easier for me to just let people think I was dead.
Can you tell us what happened in July of this year when you came to Weatherfield to seek out Mr. Metcalfe?
I read about the case in the paper. I could not believe, all these years later, he was still making women's lives hell. And I wanted to see my son. My beautiful son.
Just thinking for a moment about Mr. Metcalfe's behaviour towards you this year, has he ever threatened you?
Yes. Yeah, he told me not to give evidence, or else.
And this was 4 months ago?
Yeah, and more recently than that. This was when I was in hospital. Last night.
I'd just like to get some context here, if I may. You said yourself that you have quite a history of mental health problems. Is that correct?
Well...
Yes or no, Ms. Jones? Don't want to keep you any longer than necessary, not in your condition.
Well, yes.
Thank you. And would you say...
Because of Jeff Metcalfe. Everything stems from him.
When you've gone through these episodes of severe mental imbalance...
I'm not stupid.
Is it right to say sometimes you've imagined things that weren't there, that didn't actually happen?
I didn't imagine Jeff turning up at the hospital last night and threatening me, if that's what you're implying.
Do you have any proof he was there?
Oh.
Maybe this was yet another in a worryingly long line of paranoid delusions that you suffer from time to time.
That's unfair. I haven't had any of that for years. I did not imagine it.
Well, where are the nurses who saw him? The doctors, the cleaners, the workers in the fast food concession as you enter Weatherfield, General?
Your Honour, I would care to request an adjournment to retrieve the CCTV from the hospital.
Your Honour, I object to that.
I am happy for steps to be taken, for the material to be obtained. However, in my experience, these matters can take significant time, as the hospital will take advice on any such requests for CCTV. As such, I am unwilling to adjourn the trial pending those investigations.
You use the word victim. Not over.
Might I also question why, when you didn't know her from Adam, you chose to go and visit Yasmin Metcalfe in prison earlier this year?
Well,
Are you still not over him?
Jeff.
Maybe you're still furious about your embittered breakup, all these years later. That you track down his next alleged victim and seek her out.
At least you use the word victim.
And together you cook up a little plan to discredit your ex.
You know, even though you're a woman, you're very like him. Putting words into my mouth. Telling me how I behave and how I feel. Well, like him, you're wrong. I believe that Yasmin was fearing for her life on the night of the attack. Just as I've spent a lifetime living in fear of that man. But I'm not afraid anymore. So please, stop putting words into my mouth. We concocted nothing. We've simply told our truths. There's really nothing more to be said.